Well, originally I was going to be passing over this and everything, but because I'm doing the Natsuki route, I got a poem I never got before. So, this is Natsuki's poem, Because You. At least if I've gotten it before, I don't remember it. So, here we go. Because you, tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can look only down. My looking is a little bit more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing's a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what would I do if it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but at my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because you, because you, because you. Well, interesting poem, Natsuki. It's good. Sup. Sup. Alright. Sup. Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Did it though? Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Is this supposed to be a Hello Kitty logo? Geez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course, of course. Surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's only different outside of the school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Are we in the kitchen? Wait, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Brandon? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? Yes. You jerk. Natsuki hits my fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not that I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. It doesn't sound that alone, Natsuki. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff here I gotta teach you. Yes. Aha! What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be nicer to you, you know. It's just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? Appreciate you were trying to be nicer. Should have been a little bit more considerate, too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are in body types like yours. Bihu Mike, I think, is the one who's the Natsuki simp, I guess. How would you know that anyway? Because I've seen Natsuki Mike's videos, that's how I know. Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, is that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Brandon. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, then there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she said enough for now. Finally starting to put things out of her back so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Really? Because this looks extremely clean to me. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. This countertop is clean. The mixture isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious bacon. The precious. A precious bacon. Does that ring, precious? Gollum Natsuki. Okay. Oh no. Landon, why did you put the food coloring? Gollum, that's... I don't know if I would have read Smeagol as Natsuki. I probably would offend somebody. The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trials. Mix with Jar Jar Binks. Gollum Jar Jar Binks. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. Stupid fat habit. Alright, no more of that. I'm making each tray a different color. Oh boy. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart in this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. She's trying to get you to bake, stupid. No, you're not stupid. You're just ignorant. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls, put a few drops of food coloring into each. Now, that drop looks pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you have to get creative and have the most fun. You should talk to a friend of mine. She really loves baking. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at it and it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? Recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes. Yeah, my friend would probably like the cat shape. She's really into cats. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're just using electric mixture for the batter, so I get stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses the other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Like Bob Ross. Just gotta beat the devil out of it. Just gotta beat the devil out of it and whack the thing. Bob Ross Natsuki, but with bacon. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I didn't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? Didn't she? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my fingers to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causing me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross, you just got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Nah, she tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger and then shoves it in my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. This is awkward. This is bad. I don't... What is with the game and awkward poses? This is not a good thing. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. Just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, saying dumb things to just get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, flicking off the ice. Why? Just, why? Yeah, exactly. I do not blame you. Why? Why? Did you seriously just... Yes, he did. The creep did. Natsuki's so surprised she can't figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Brandon... You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. I don't know what he wants, Natsuki. I don't. Natsuki. Sorry, but Natsuki. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? So her eyes are kind of sparkling. How did the mood... Wait, they look like Pokeballs. I just noticed that. Yeah, the eyes look like Pokeballs. Gotta catch them all? I don't know. How'd the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. Notice her shallow breaths. Stop. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Just thank you. Get away from that scene. I have nowhere the fire alarm starts going off. Thank you. Oh gosh. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Ah! Back to Galton, Natsuki. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. Tension for the moment still lingers over our heads, but the moment's already been lost. I watch Natsuki slice the cupcake trays into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Thankfully... Ah, that smells good. Cupcakes are ready to be pulled from the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off her different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I've brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these large bags. Suki hands me some plastic bags. I have these novels that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Probably even be using it this time, though. What's this one for? Pick one of the nozzles up that has much thinner tip at the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. I'm going to say this one says poetry. This one says Ruby. This one says Weiss. This one says Blake. This one says Penny. This one says Yang. I'm going to put everyone's names that I know on these things. Gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. Why don't we write literature novels on the cupcakes? Like, this one's Count of Monte Cristo, Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera, let's see, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, Hobbits, Dune. There's plenty of different books you can write on the... It's literature. Write all literature stuff. It's kind of expecting me to see something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this is not... The protagonist sucks. Well, the Suki voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? Nothing. Let's just do the icing. Suki picks up the paste and fastens the novel in each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Agreed. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Right. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Yes, you were too freaking close, you idiot. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. Aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that's possible. I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? She looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I don't even want to say my name. I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ew. Sorry I had to leave so early today. I didn't want to. I really wanted to stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you do, so... Too freaking close. Too freaking close. Ugh. So it suddenly gets closer to me. Yeah. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. Fingers gently clutch the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips and Pokemon eyeballs. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy after her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Eee. So he suddenly jumps back. Sayori. Mm-hmm. And before I play this, flashback in the next episode to the whole thing with Sayori. We're going to go from Sayori to the end.